Financial columnist Greg Karp, the author of Living Rich by Spending Smart, says you have to face this truth. You just can't out-earn dumb spending. And he's made it his mission to find thousands of ways you can stop that dumb spending.
Here's where Greg Karp lives, in the pretty town of Yardley, Pennsylvania, and where he does that research into all the ways you can start spending smart rather than wasting thousands of dollars a year by accident or by habit.
Most average families spend more than $62,000 a year. If you can cut that just 10%, you'll be saving more than $6,000. Karp recommends first concentrating on three major areas.
That's food, insurance, and telecommunication. These are three areas of tremendous spending. About $14,000 a year an American family of four spends in just these three areas. And they're areas of repeat spending. So you'll be spending on these areas again and again your whole life.
We followed Karp into the grocery store.
The average American family of four spends about $8,600 a year on food, so it's a large expenditure for most families. And just little cuts can make a big difference.
But Karp's biggest principle for shopping: don't buy what you need.
Instead, go buy what's on sale and stock up. That way, when you need something, you go to your own freezer, you go to your own pantry, and you get the discounted item.
And there's a rhythm to store sales.
Generally, sales go in 12-week cycles, so you need about a 3-month supply. So if you see a really good sale, stock up for 3 months, because 3 months from now, it's going to be on sale again.
So remember, don't buy what you need, buy what's on sale. As for coupons, Karp says the smartest way to use them is in combination with those store sales. You can cut prices in half and sometimes even get items for free. And you don't have to cut out every coupon in every flyer or packet. Karp recommends you write the date on the entire packet and set it aside.
And then you can go online to this database at couponmom.com and just look up there when you need a coupon. It'll tell you which circular to go to, and then you click the coupon at that point.
As for the weekly store flyers, Karp says to concentrate on the front and back because that's where stores place loss leaders. Items they're willing to lose money on just to get you in the door. Also, look for stores that will double your coupons. That's double the savings. And definitely go for those cheaper store brands over the big brand names.
We used to call them generics derisively, but they're really good quality nowadays. So you want to try the store brands. In fact, a lot of the store brands are made by the name brand manufacturers.
As for eating out, Karp recommends only doing it for special occasions, not because you're tired. And don't buy drinks or appetizers. Those are huge extra costs. Moving on to insurance, Karp has another big principle.
You don't protect against the little things. You protect against financial disaster.
So you want to raise your deductibles on your home insurance to something like $2,500 and on your car insurance to maybe $1,500.
That's because you don't want to be tempted to make small claims. If you make small claims on your auto insurance, what are they going to do? They're going to drop you. And if you're concerned about having an accident or having to pay that deductible, you want to start an emergency fund, which you should have anyway, and that's when you tap the emergency fund.
That should seriously lower your premium payments. Another area to save big: get term insurance to cover your possible death. It's simple and cheap.
If you die, they pay you, your survivors, some amount of money. When you have whole life and variable life, these all have an investment component to it. And the problem is, these investments are very costly. You can do better on your own.
And if you got term life insurance years ago,
you want to get a new policy in place and cancel your old one. That's because prices today, premiums for term insurance, are so much lower than they were even a decade ago.
How much life insurance should you have?
Generally, you want about 8 to 10 times your gross annual salary in life insurance.
As for our third area, Karp says right-size your telecommunications. Don't pay for service you don't actually use, like with your cell.
I myself, I use the cell phone frequently, but I don't use a lot of minutes. So I went to a prepaid cell phone. And that means I'm going to save $700 just this year by going to this, because I pay as I go.
Many people are abandoning landlines altogether and just using cell phones. If you use a cell mostly for work, maybe your work will pay for it. And in some cases, people are saving big money using their computer as their phone. Karp showed us a $20 device called a Magic Jack that lets you use your high-speed internet connection as a phone line for $20 a year.
And this is free voicemail, free long distance, everything. Caller ID, the works. If your phone bill is going to be $30 a month, this is $20 a year.
So how to remember these three areas? Their first letter: F food, I insurance, T telecom. Spells fit. If you can cut the flab in these three areas, it can start you on the path to being financially fit. Paul Strand, CBN News, reporting from Yardley, Pennsylvania.